Have you ever seen karma at its best? Okay, let's go ahead and get into this video.
You are a superstar. Symbol of a woman who be working for herself. You are a superstar. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. You a vlogger, fashion over. You a queen, one less than a mugozi. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie.
Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl, I'm Nature Zoro, aka Miss Fair Focal, coming back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost doing the welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, I'd like you guys to also follow me on Instagram, guys, and on TikTok, especially on TikTok. On TikTok, it's going down because I'm being attacked, and I'm just like. So I took a clip from yesterday's video and I put it on TikTok, and when I tell you that, I just realized the amount of women that love dating married men and the way that they fight tooth and nail that karma somehow is not real. Somehow karma is not going to catch up and get your ass. They really just want, girl, no matter how much you can try to convince yourself, karma is going to come and get you, honey. I'm talking to you. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this chende. So basically, you guys know that there's a video that not a video, honey, we went live, okay? Levels, quality event, and it was really nice. The live lasted almost an hour. You guys were very, you were fun, man. It was fun. I think that we will do more lives, especially next year since I'm about to go home. And so I actually just wanted to say that, guys, what Stella is getting right now is her karma for what she actually did with her first child's baby daddy and what she did to his wife. When I tell you that, if you go to the internet and just search, you are going to find the information. I don't have to say everything here, but Mugo was dating a married man. She was not apologetic about it. She was not ashamed about it. She was very public about it, and it did not end well for her. It really, really did not. And she just reminded me of someone, Kelly Kumalo, who publicly dated Senzomewa, knowing damn well the man was married. Did it end well for her? No. Karma came and stroked their behinds in the worst way. Killed Senzomewa, left Kelly in a position where people called her a killer for years. They still do, even till today. It brought this dark cloud that everyone just looked at her like she's a man killer or whatever. That girl has been through the most. Do you guys remember the time that she even went to the stadium and they booed her out because they were asking what happened to Senzomewa? Like, they started chanting Senzomewa and stuff like that. She had to walk out of stage years and years and years later. Even when they find people and they say that they're the ones that did it, people still don't believe it. People still believe that it is actually Kelly, Kumalo that actually did it. And Muga has been suffering karma since. We don't even have to talk about him. I don't even, let's not even get to that because he got it the worst. Like, he's not even here. So, when it comes to this Taylor situation, Muga was very public about dating a married man. She even went on to even have a child for that man. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't know who dumped who, but I do know that the man's wife ended up even divorcing him. And yes, I am not saying that Stella is solely responsible. Trust me, you're not breaking a solid marriage. You as a woman, you don't have that power. As a side chick, you don't have that power. If you're dating a married woman now and you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm breaking another woman's marriage or whatever, sis, you are entering a place where there's already cracks, where there's already problems. You is not the reason. You don't possess such powers. You don't possess such authority to can actually do something like that. I kid you not. So if you were out there, a side chick, and you still really believe, because there are people that actually have that mentality. No, there was already something wrong, and now you are just somebody that came into the picture. Now I'm gonna go ahead and also address this part. There are some people that are very much confused. Why is it that I was talking about Stelo and I was not talking about her baby daddy? Some of you, I swear you are dumb. I don't even want to lie, and I'm so sorry to say this. I didn't say all of you, I'm saying some of you. And the reason why I'm saying this is because how in the freaking earth am I supposed to drag Stelo's first baby daddy? Is he involved in them kizem besane chende? And so if I say that I don't wish any woman that dates married men, did I then automatically say I wish married men or who jola all the good in the world? Some of you are educated but still dumb. Like, for some reason, I just don't get that part. Because sometimes you just need to use common sense, Educated idiots. And I said some. The comments that I was getting on TikTok, they really got me riled up. I was like, do I do a video here? I'm like, TikTok can pay me. Or I'm stop acting a fool for free. So I will cut some clips and put over there. But all I have to say is the fact that, guys, if I'm saying that I don't wish anything good for women that sleep with married men or girls that sleep with married men, I'm not saying that I wish well the men that actually do it. If anything, you guys, let me be honest with you. Today I'm going to tell you guys some secrets that if you've never ever been married, maybe, and you've never been blessed enough for someone to actually give you this information, today you're going to actually get it. Let me tell you, that married man that you are busy dating and that has money and that you see and you're like, oh my gosh, he's so financially responsible. Oh my gosh, this man is so good with money. Oh my gosh, this man is this and this and this. Let me be honest with you guys. Most of them are not. Most of them, even to have the things that they have, is because of their wives. This is the other part that people don't understand. The wife can be sitting home and not working, which is not something I'd ever advise in 2021. But some of you don't listen, so you will learn when the day comes. But it's nothing I'd ever advise. But let me tell you, you can find a wife that sits home and is not working, and she's the one that does everything. Because even if you have got the money in your hand, if you don't have the mental capacity to use this money to work for you, you ain't going nowhere, boo. So when you're seeing your boyfriend that is married buying a new car, it's the wife that bought. She's the one that made plans. She was like, okay, we can arrange this here. We can do this. Okay, we can do that over there. We can move that. Okay, now it's time we can get a second car. Now it's time we can do this. Now it's time we can do that. Even if the money is his. As women, that is why even the Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. The Bible never said, she who finds a husband finds a good thing. The Bible said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And I'll give you guys an example with something that is so plain, and it is with my situation. When I was in Free State, you guys, Exiam was staying in a house, a proper house. And when I say a house, I mean a proper house. You guys used to see the house that we lived in. It was huge and it was gorgeous. In suit, honey. And when I'm saying in suit, I mean that the toilet is inside the house, right? The bathroom and everything. Other than that, this man could afford to even have a car. And that is very important because in his whole entire family, let me not get into that, but he was driving to work. He would drive. Yes, his clothes would be ironed and stuff. Not Owamie who did it, of course, but somebody that Owamie is paying to do that. So an extra hindsight is Owamie. And then there is this and that and that. After this man cheated, because I'm definitely sure that his girlfriend thought that, oh, he's so smart. Oh, this man has to be very smart. He's a teacher that stays in a place like that drives this car, that is always out, that takes vacations to Durban, that does this, that does that. And she felt her boyfriend, her married boyfriend, was someone that was very much financially woke and somebody that can make great decisions. Now, Owamie decided to leave. When Owamie left, he went back to his mother's house, or his mother's. Toilet outside. Car, it got damaged. He, not even to say damaged, because he was not in a car accident, couldn't maintain it. He's walking. So I guess now if they decide to carry each other, they're going to be walking in those appointments. No longer driving. No longer driving. If they're still together, which I doubt, Because many girls are in it for the money. They're not in it for anything. They envy what another woman has built. So even now, if they wanted to have secret meetings, the meetings, number one, don't have to be secret anymore because Owamie left. But trust and believe, if they're going under a tree, they are walking under they are walking to that tree. Do you understand what I'm saying? What does that show you? If Owamie was still there, trust and believe that car would have been fixed. Trust and believe, maybe he would have been using another car, would have been doing this. And that is the case in many, many situations. Most of these guys, they come out because they want to boost and they feel like they're men. And the other thing, again, you guys, that I'll go and also talk about is the fact that as wives, sometimes we take too much. We are too understanding. And so even if you don't tell this man that, yo, you ain't not, like, even if you don't tell him that, bruh, you're not pulling your weight, you're not doing anything, he knows it himself, he feels it. So to him, he already feels shadowed. So he would rather go out there and lie to someone and make them think that he's this dream guy that is financially responsible and financially independent. And that is the reason why most of the times a side chick can be a problem in your marriage for 10 years. The moment you pack your bags and leave, she won't stay for 2 years. Why? Because she now gets to realize the real person. Oh, so he is actually like this. He actually can't even manage money. He actually can't do this. He actually can't do that. So most side chicks are actually dating their boyfriend's wives because the efforts and what they come from the wives and not the men. And that's something that most people don't get. I will never ever praise cheating men. You guys know I despise them. I divorced one because of that. I despise them like nobody's business. Because that is one form of abuse that is so painful. Do you understand what I'm saying? But other than that, you as a woman, and then there's also this word that they throw out that says, oh, well, you know, I'm not married to him, so it's his wife that, it's him that owes his wife loyalty, not me. Girl, you are a 50% in helping this man break his vows. So you're part of it. It takes two to tango. It's a 50-50. The same way that this man is breaking his vows, you are at the 50% there, also helping him break his vows. So trust and believe, whatever curses are going to come for this man, you are going to share on them. Whether you like it, whether you don't. And I love the fact that the universe does not have to ask, yo, ma'am, should I punish you? It just does it. You are somebody that is young right now, and you are up there, up and down with people's husbands. Do you really sit and pray to God to say, God, please bless me with a faithful husband? And do you think that will happen? Like, really, do you believe that will happen? Do you really believe that will happen? And I remember in one of my videos when I was talking about it that I said it to say, guys, I've never dated anybody's husband, unknowingly to that, because I know that there are men that lie. And so maybe I've dated somebody's husband and not knowing. But from my knowledge, I've never dated anybody's husband. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's not because people's husbands have not proposed to me before or are not proposing to me now. Guys, I am so disgusted. The married men act more single than single guys. When I tell you these guys have the liver of a bull, I don't know how many men have actually told me, no, don't worry about my wife, man. Like, she and I are not even in good terms, or this and this. And you know, I just look at them and I'm just like they have definitely seen the wrong one. I am not the one. I'm not the one. And I look at them and I just, the amount of married men, you guys, that actually gets into our DMs, that actually like just propose. A person will propose with a ring on their finger, and it's like you're supposed to just not see that ring. And you know what I also realized was the fact that each time, like, let's say maybe I'm talking to a guy and then I realize, oh my gosh, like, you have got a ring on your hand, you know, they will try to kind of like push, like, you know, some of them will even like walk behind you in terms of like walk you when you're walking, because I'm someone that is gonna be like, no, I'm not, like, I'm not for this, I'm out, like, you know, I'm bouncing out. And the moment they actually see the car that I'm approaching, and when I unlock that car, trust and believe, at most times that conversation gets cut like that. And then it's like, okay, my sister, he leaves. They give up. And the reason for that I saw is that this man, you guys have seen that at most times, Girls that date married men don't even like them. Not talk of love, they don't even like them. They want money. And this men know that. But if now he sees me and he's like, if she's driving this car, then it means she has to be at a place where financially she really doesn't need me. They give up. Most girls are dating married men. They don't even like them. They're doing it for the money. But guess what? You're also collecting cases at the same time. You may still be in varsity and you need some cash here and there, and you feel that there's a married man that is coming. Why not just be with him? I don't love him. I don't like him. I have no attachment. All I'm doing is that I'm getting my money. But trust and believe, it's not only just money. You're getting that money. You're also getting cases. You are. You are now finished. You're a graduate now. Of course, you know, you were able to live the learning life when you were still in varsity. You were the cheese girl over there. Others, they even get you cars and whatnot. But then remember, these men at most times are perverts. All that they do is they want young girls because they don't want a wife. They already have a wife. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you get off at a point where now he cannot financially control you because you're now at a place where you're making your own money, what does it do? He dumps you, or he just starts ghosting you. He goes to another, fresher in varsity or wherever, and he starts the same process because he's a disgusting human being. But then what is that going to do for you? You're now a graduate. You're now out here. You are not even getting a man. Like, you're not getting somebody that is really fully interested in you, and you ask yourself why. You have forgotten. You have forgotten. The promise, you forget too quick. Not dating people's husbands does not guarantee that people are not going to date your husband. And I'm perfect example for that. As I'm saying to you guys, I've not dated people's husbands. And I did that. And I remember I used to pray to God and I say, God, you know what? I'm in university. I'm struggling. This married man, they're approaching me, but I'm not doing it. And that is because I would like for you to protect my marriage in the future. And so I thought I had a deal with God. But things happened in different ways. And I remember last year I had my own time where I had like some internal fights, man, with God. Like, how can it be that I've been saying no to people's husbands? Why can't they say no to my husband? Do you understand? And of course, at this point, you guys, like, I'm at a point in my life where I am glad that man cheated. That's a video on its own, but guys, I'm really glad because God knew that was the only way I can leave that man. I loved that man with everything. And that man, you guys, was definitely holding me back. He was going to hold me back for the longest time because I was not even seeing it that I was putting a cap on myself. As I said, topic for another day. But all I'm simply saying is that at this moment, you guys, even when I go to pray, I have got a clear conscience. I don't pray to God like, oh, but anyway, you know, I dated somebody. I was dating people's husbands, so mine cheated now. So this, no. I actually say, you know what, I left a marriage because even your Bible said it, that infidelity, yes, you can leave a marriage. Now I need my blessings. But it does seem as if Mugai is getting curses. I'm not saying he is, but when I look at it, child, you should have seen his face. He's definitely getting his karma. Big time. Big time. You understand? And there are people out there that are getting karma. We just don't see it because they are not in the public eye. And some people are going to lead you to say, do these things because of they see that they're at a point where they themselves can't even get out. Some people have been killed, you guys, for dating people's husbands. Anisabi izinto. Some have been witched, some have been killed, some have been hanged, some have been shot, some have been kidnapped, done the worst, done this and done that and that. There are people out there that are not going to just simply say, I'm going to pray on it. No. So much risk for what? Is it a matter of you love this person, or is it a matter of ulambile, you're hungry? If it is hunger, can't you sit down, use your brain to actually start something, anything? Sell Zimbas by the side of the road if you have to. But the problem is that I'm going to too special for certain jobs and certain things. And some people do it out of pure greed. So now the reason why I'm saying this is because Ustelo went out there, you guys. She was dating a married man, publicly so, humiliating his wife. The wife left. Did Stella end up marrying the guy? No. She moved on to a child. And now the child just humiliated her in the worst way possible. I even saw this at the blog actually saying that she unfollowed him now. And people are expecting someone like me to actually sit down here and cry and be like, oh my gosh, what Andile Mpisane did, oh my gosh. Yeah, what he did is not right. But it also doesn't mean that still does not deserve it. Karma is a bitch, and it has definitely come to collect. She's now a single mother of 3. I don't know if she's single or not. Well, single because she's not married. Yeah, if you're not married, you're single. If you're not married, that's it. You're not in a relationship, you're not in anything, or belong to Jesus. So now we act accordingly. I wish that women out there would actually understand and know the amount of pain that it causes in a woman that is being cheated on by her husband, because you are also 50% of the cheating that is happening. If my husband comes to you and proposes you and you say yes, not knowing this man is married because this dog lied to you, I can never ever even have anything against you. But if you knew 100% that this person is married, hun, you are definitely going to get what's coming to you. You are. That's life. That's how it is. Unfortunately. And there are situations where you guys, like, people are just into polygamy. The wife knows that my husband is going to marry another woman. The man comes and tells you that, you know what, I have intentions of marrying you. I can even introduce you to my wife. That's a different situation. That is polygamy. I'm talking about you actually being a side chick. And let me tell you something. Some side chicks are so disrespectful. Even when you know that I'm a side chick, I'm a hidden chicken, they still want to make sure that the wife finds out because they envy the wife's life. And then there's some that still stay. That's fine. You know, if you can cope with that, sis, no judgments. And then there's some like me that decides, you know what, I no, pack my bags and leave you with this man. Now you and him are walking under the sun. I know that life is not fair at times, especially after, like, you know, you go through some difficult situations. But all I can say is that Stella is definitely just getting what she deserves. Mugo is getting what she deserves. And even if she can continue with Andile, you guys, but this humiliation is down for the books. Down for the books. There are people that are trying to say, oh, Mam Kize is the one that's forcing, Mam Kize is the one that's doing this. Even if she's doing that, he's still the one that is accepting. He's the one that is now out there on IG calling his wife, and this and that and everything. So to everyone that was just not understanding, I will never rejoice when it comes to someone's downfall. It's not rejoicing. I love laughing. I'm going to laugh. I'm not somebody that is going to be sad for what? That a husband dater that was so disrespectful publicly to even the wife now finally got what she deserved, and people expect me to come here like, oh my gosh, girl, you have to be playing. I ain't doing that. That's not me. Nope. And so that is it, you guys. That is it. I think as the older generation or this generation, we can actually try and be the generation that breaks these curses. But until we stop starvation in young girls especially, this will never stop. Because to another girl, if he gives her 100 rands, like, oh my gosh, he gave me so much money. He buys you airtime of 29 rands Vodacom. Oh my gosh, guys, he supports me. You don't even know where that 29 rands is coming from. Guys, at times, this men that you praise, your boyfriends, married boyfriends that you praise, they have kids that are going to school with torn shoes. And when you're busy chowing money, whilst that child is going out there walking, the feet are cold. And you still expect God to look at you and say, I'll bless you. Trust and believe the cases that are coming for this man, like, they are still doing push-ups, not just in Dubai, honey. Like, I'm sure there's somewhere in Iraq, like just they will come bombs and all. But what about you as well? And then some of you sit down and you're now like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. You know, I fell pregnant with this guy and this guy just disappeared on me. Now I'm struggling with this child. He doesn't support, he doesn't do anything. You forgot you were dating married men. You forgot another woman was crying because of you, because her kids had to go to school without shoes because her husband was busy giving you money, and now you have to sit and deal with the consequences. And unfortunately, it's a child that has to suffer. There's certain things that people just make life difficult for themselves. God loves marriage so much, you guys. God loves marriage so much. He loves marriage so much that he even created an individual just so Adam could have an Eve. But God despises cheating or infidelity more than he loves marriage. Marriage is the reason why God actually went on and created another human being from scratch. Had to sit and think, oh, I don't want this one to actually come from clay. I want her to come from a rib. He did all that because he loved marriage that much. But he hates infidelity even more because that is the only condition that he actually says you can split. And you think his rage is not going to come upon you? Because you are definitely the 50% that is over there if you knew this man was married. Some people actually attack me so much when I talk about things like this because they know that right now they are reaping the karma of their actions and they don't want to accept it, because if they now say, yeah, Owamie, that is true, it means that like it's like, oh, they're accepting the karma. Trust and believe, whether you accept it or not, it's coming. It is definitely coming. Some kids, you guys, they go to bed hungry. Their father that just spent the last 500 with you, he gave it to you. And when I tell yourself, I got a sugar daddy now, what, the kids are crying at home hungry. Don't even think about the wife. Because I get the wife, you see the wife is a competition. Who? She's not your competition. She's not even your mate. For that matter, she's not. You are not in the same league. You are a roll-on, back fisher. She's not hidden. If this man dies, trust and believe, you can't even go anywhere. But that woman will go everywhere and she will get everything. So you are not even the same WhatsApp group. Don't even. But even think of the kids. And you think God is going to bless your own kids? When you are the reason why another woman's kids have to go to bed hungry. Because this man is trying to impress you and giving you money. And when you feel, oh, this money is this and this and this and this. And you know, this whole situation, if I know this someone that is part of my life. She used to date this other guy. She didn't even like him, you guys. He was not married. And it was because of he was driving a Polo. You guys remember, like, Polos were in style so much at that time. And then, right now, if you see the car she's driving, gosh, like, she is so blessed and she works very hard. She is married now. And I remember one day we were actually sitting and we were talking. I was laughing at her. I was like, can you believe that guy was at your age right now when he was driving a Polo and was coming to high school to pick you up in a Polo, and when now you were with him simply because he drives a Polo? Look at the car you drive now. Imagine, like, such a, and it's not even that I'm dissing a Polo. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure her car can buy like 6 Polos or something. And she's at a point where now she's just like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that and stuff like that. You lose something that is so special for something that is not even worth it. If you look at most people that date married men, the money that they give them, it does not even do anything that they can point 5 years from that time. It's not most, you guys, that happens. Some have tried, they've taken married men's monies, they've started businesses, they've done this, the businesses have failed, the businesses have fallen. You cannot live in joy over someone's tears. And that's a conversation that many people don't have, because many people are not as bold as I am. Because if somebody says something like this, oh my gosh, they're attacked. Why? Because we're in a society that believes in dating people's husbands so much. Many people even clicked out of this video because they don't want to hear what I'm saying. And that is fine. It's not a problem. But as for my opinion, Yona, everyone is going to know about it. Anyone that comes to this platform will come to know about my opinion. Any platform that is mine. Call me village, call me whatever, but I will never ever sit here and say, oh yeah, dating a married man is okay. Dating a married man is acceptable. It's not. Like knowingly, girl, no. And some of the stuff, you guys, like, you don't get it. Some of the stuff, people just don't see them. They only look at the wife, like, oh yeah, and don't lie. What about the kids? Those poor kids. And you still think you're gonna have your child, and you're gonna live happily ever after. I kid you not. No matter how beautiful you are, no matter, like, I'm telling you, there are certain things that, like, as I explained to you guys, God hates cheating that much. He hates it more than even marriage, and he loves marriage because he went to all that trouble to create an Eve. And you think that you are going to live this life and all the goodness and mercy is still going to follow you. You're joking. You must really be joking. If you think that's what's going to happen, you must really be joking. Whatever pain you cause another woman, you'll get it times 10. You'll get it times 10, I'm telling you. You'll be lucky if you don't get killed. Abo senzo mewa, they're gone. And when we talk, people will say, oh, we're insensitive. You left your own wife at home, you wake, and whatnot. They shot you. And now are now going to be called evil people because we are not here crying for you. Yes, it would be nice to know who killed him, but he is gone. And other married men, I'm a people who the manhood ain't even functioning like that. And that's how we know you side chicks, some of them, you don't even like them. You don't even love them. You are hungry. Everyone will get what they deserve, I'm telling you. And I feel like it's so sad. I've said this and I was so grateful. As much as I was hurting, I was so grateful that I never dated people's husbands. Because even when I was praying and I was crying to God, I really did get comfort. Because there was no, but this is what you used to do. Because I wasn't doing that. And now I actually see why he wanted to remove me from that situation for me to be where I'm at right now. And trust and believe where I'm going is even a better place. Because I'm already at a much better place now. So I knew that obviously if I wanted to talk about this, I had to involve Stella because this is what's trending right now. If you're someone that enjoys dating married men, mainly for money, because I need to value by badge, because they have backbones and the backbones are their wives. Stop. Find a job. Finding a job may be difficult. Start something. He has given you some money, even that 1,000. Go buy Zimbas. Go buy ice block, Kool-Aid or whatever. Start selling ice creams. Start selling ice blocks. Start selling Zimbas. It's December. Kids are home. I'm sure they will ask their mothers and fathers and they will buy. It's better to make a 20 rands of profit every day of your hard-earned money than actually to eat 100 rands every day from a married man. You're eating your future. You're sacrificing something that is so much more for 100 rands a day. Some blessings get blocked. And the last thing you want is for God's face to turn the other way when it comes to you. What most people will tell you is that, no, my things don't go well. I applied, they never take me. It's always almost, hey, what do you even go to these fake prophets that will tell you, no, Spanban, we are lawyer. Hey, go to Sangomas, they say this and this and this. No, but deep down, you know most. Another woman was crying all night because when you were busy with her husband, knowingly that he's a married man. Some have even killed themselves. Some have even gone crazy. They're in mental institutions. And you think you're going to sit out there and receive blessings from God? You must be joking. Last but not least, I will tell you a little bit of a story about this someone that I know. I won't say part of a family or whatever. I just don't want people to know about this person because I don't want any trouble. But this person dated someone's husband, and unfortunately the wife of that man had invested so much, allegedly or apparently she had given the man money for him to go to school, so that he will then take her to school, and then after he qualified and he's working, he started then having an affair with this woman, and she was also married at that time. And then the woman unfortunately went mad. I remember when I was doing matric, I was walking from school because I don't know, I think we had knocked off early or something. It was a long walk. And then we met her and she was walking, she was barefoot. I can never forget, even when I close my eyes, I see that woman. She was barefoot. She was wearing Venda traditional attire that was so dirty and a torn vest. You could see that she is mentally not okay. And she was just walking. It was a very hot, you guys, and she was walking towards the direction of the sun, and it was hot, and she was walking like this, and her head was shaved off. She was very slim, and she was walking very fast. And someone said, "Do you know who that person is?" I said, "No, who is she?" And she explained to me, and I realized, oh my gosh, this is the wife to that man. You must be lying. He said, "Yes, she went crazy after that." I said, oh, guys, it really literally broke my heart. Guys, when I tell you what this woman, not the one that was the makwapin, what she's going through, you will cry. You will cry for her. You will cry. My sister, you will cry. You will cry for her. You will cry, guys. Yo, when I say you will cry, you will cry. Nothing went right for her. Nothing. And unfortunately, it didn't only just affect her, it even went to the kids. Nothing is going right. And people don't realize the curses that come. And even in the Bible, you guys, when God curses you, he can curse you to 6 generations. Some were still dealing with the consequences. So you are from a situation where the consequences, and now you want to fuck yours on top. It's your own shame. It's your own. This was just a sisterly advice. This is not me even fighting. I'm not a married woman anymore. Obviously, you guys know this. So it's not even a matter of I'm trying to protect my own marriage. I don't have a marriage to protect. I'm simply just saying that, my sister, trust and believe there is consequences to every action. And unfortunately, when it comes to this one, if you have never thought of it that way, think God hates cheating more than he loves marriage. And God really loves marriage. He took his time to create a second being so that there's even marriage. But he hates cheating even more than that. So imagine what he would do or what he does. Some of you are eating those 100 rands. You're eating the years you were supposed to be living in this earth. You wonder why you're dying young. You wonder why you live miserable lives. Is it worth it? Is it? I think you can repent, Shem. I think you really can repent. And you can change. And pray to God and beg him for mercy. He's a merciful God. That those karmas should not come, you can try. But some people's tears don't fall on the ground. And this whole Stella situation, I feel like Mugur has not even caught the karma for all that shende that she did to that woman. Anyway, ninjas, my space got full because, let's not lie, this is a very, very long video. And some people that will be out there, oh my gosh, she called us dumb. I was just joking with you guys. I was just joking. Come on, you guys should know how I talk, because I know there's some people that get offended. But anyway, ninjas, honestly, I just wanted this to be like a heart-to-heart girl talk video. And that also introduces like a different aspect, a different way of looking at things. And it's not necessarily that we as women should constantly be fighting. We don't even have to fight. I feel like sometimes we just need to be each other's keepers, you know, my sister's keeper. Even if I don't know you, just because of virtue of you're a woman, let me respect what is yours. Because sleeping with someone's husband is like sharing that person's underwear. You'll be acting like you guys love yourselves and your personal hygiene until a married man introduces his thing to you. Some of you don't even use protection with that. It's like wearing someone's underwear. Disgusting. And when you just go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. From you, Owamie, vendor. Maybe I should add this. From you, Owamie, vendor. Bye, ninjas. I'll see you soon. I'm like going back on my vendor fully, because remember I'm going home, honey. Cannot wait. My father is slaughtering a cow. Like, if that old man changes his mind about this cow, I will strangle him. That's the only reason why I'm going home. That freaking cow. And when he just bye, I love you. Mwah.